I'm going to make your life better, and you have no choice about it. If something is truly good and helpful, I will accept it willingly. There'd be no need to force anyone. And in a free society, there are also people who willingly can choose not to accept the good. This has to be tolerated. This is respect, and it's critical in a functional society. If we throw away the idea of respect for one another, what happens with these ideas, they break down into what George Orwell called, in his dystopian novel 1984, he called it groupthink. And this is where your actions and your thoughts affect the group. Communism wants to remove free will and replace it with groupthink. Every day I am meeting with constituents of Niagara Falls who are grateful that the PPC is standing up for their fundamental rights to defend freedom that is our God-given right.
Freedom! Freedom! Freedom!
Many of them are just starting to learn about the PPC, but they're grateful that someone is standing up to stop the spread of these toxic ideas that are restricting our freedom to assemble, that are restricting our freedom to worship, that are restricting our freedom to enjoy one's property. The government is attempting to censor the internet. And we may eventually have medical apartheid in Canada, where we have two classes of citizens, the vaccinated and the unvaccinated. We have to say no to vaccine passports. There is one class of citizen in Canada, and there is no justification to discriminate against anyone for their free choices that they are allowed to make. All of these communist ideas have never worked in the past, and they are only going to entrench average Canadians deeper into despair. Fear needs to be countered with courage. Virtue signaling, which is a very common pastime now, needs to be replaced with true compassion. And the forces that are dividing Canadians needs to be countered with charity and love. The big pharma and the globalist narrative, they want people to live in fear. The PPC is fighting to have people live in freedom. In the past, freedom has always won, and it will win now. Because the people fighting for freedom are the courageous, and we have the truth with us. I would rather die on my feet fighting than cower in fear living. Many of the problems we are facing today in Canada is that we have turned our back on traditional values. The principles of freedom, justice, family values, community, and protection of the vulnerable have always brought about joy and peace in a society. We need to return to these ideas that are undergirded by common sense.
Yes.
Now is the time to deliver courage, confidence, and ideas that are moral and just. Our leader, Maxime Bernier, is the only leader of a federal political party that is standing up for the protection of our fundamental, God-given rights. All of the other federal parties are standing behind the narrative that they are being spoon-fed by the mainstream media and the globalists, and they are not taking into account that it is the destruction that it is causing our country.
Yeah, that's right.
So, I intend to fight to restore the rights of our citizens, because dangerous freedom is better than the illusion of safety under tyranny.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you for coming to shop here today. I appreciate it. Thank you.